Hello, my dear friends. My friends, I just want to share another short message today, and it's actually in response to what's happening in the world around us. If you watched the news lately, you would have seen that things seem a little bit bleak, a little bit dark. Like if you just turn on the news, you'll see that some world governments are being toppled. There are wars and rumors of wars, just like Jesus predicted. And, like the people that are outspoken about their faith are increasingly becoming persecuted. Just recently, there was a man in the US, Charlie Kirk, was very outspoken about his faith and whether people agreed with him or not. Like it's very clear that he was persecuted for his intense faith in God and in Jesus. And, my friends, in times like these, it's very difficult for us to always see the good and look around us and not become fearful, even for Christians. But in times like these, we should be encouraged to always look at the source of our strength, look at God to give us the peace that we need to endure times like these. And I want to share a little bit about what the Bible says about fear. 2 Timothy 1, verse 7, the words of Paul. For the Spirit God gave us has not made us timid, but it gives us power, love, and self discipline. My friends, I think it's very clear that what God's actually trying to tell us through Paul, like it's even if we might sometimes be a bit worried about what's happening around us, it's important to never walk in fear because this is not what God has given us in our hearts. He's given us a spirit of power, love. And the King James Version actually says a sound mind. It's beautiful. The power to enact change for the power that we've received from God. Love so that we can affect the people around us and embody the love that Christ has installed in our hearts. And a sound mind and self discipline so that we can remain rooted in Jesus in times of great trouble and worry. So, my friends, today, let's take encouragement from this and remember that doesn't matter what happens in the world, and even if things do seem a bit bleak, just remember that God is always in control. That God is always in control. And we have a choice if we're going to walk in fear or if we're going to walk in faith. Thank you so much, my friends. Goodbye and God bless.